What makes Aviation Gin so delicious?
My own bottle of Lagavulin whiskey.
Terramana Tequila honors the land it comes from.
My very favorite Smithworks drink.
What does George Clooney, Conor McGregor, and Kendall Jenner all have in common? Fame and fortune, of course. Clooney an A-list actor, McGregor a WFC champion, and Jenner a model. But the real connection is that they all generated their true wealth from alcohol. While they all have some level of exceptional talent that propelled them to stardom, it was their marketing skills that made them household names. George Clooney developed an on-screen persona of being an exceptionally charming and cunning womanizer that had mass appeal, allowing him to rise quickly from TV actor to A-list movie star. From movies such as Ocean's 11 to Gravity with Sandra Bullock, he often plays a silver-haired leader that the audience can easily connect with. For many men, he is what they aspire to look and act like once they hit their 40s. In 2013, Clooney and 3 friends launched Casamigos, a tequila that was sold a mere 4 years later for $1 billion and was named the fastest growing spirit brand of 2022. Conor McGregor, on the other hand, although a double UFC champion in his respective sport of mixed martial arts, has 4 out of the 5 highest growing pay-per-view UFC fights purely from his ability to market himself.
I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, I'd like to take this chance to apologize to absolutely nobody. The double champ does what the he wants.
He then went on to fight one of the greatest and undefeated boxers of all time, Floyd Mayweather. The fight became the second highest growing pay-per-view for boxing. To give you a frame of reference for how crazy that is, Conor's fight with Floyd is the equivalent of a hockey player competing in a figure skating contest because, well, they both use skates. In 2018, Conor used his incredible popularity combined with his Irish image, who are stereotypically big drinkers, to market an Irish whiskey called Proper 12. 3 years later, he sold his majority stake as part of a $600 million deal. Lastly, Kendall Jenner often gets a bad rap for being born into stardom. The Jenner family, intertwined with the Kardashians, are one of the most bankable families of all time. Each member has launched numerous businesses, often stemming from their manufactured beauty. Kendall has differentiated herself from the family by marketing herself as the fun, youthful one that doesn't take herself so seriously. Riding the wave of tequila being the trendy spirit to drink, in 2021, Kendall launched 818, named after the area code for the Los Angeles San Fernando Valley, her infamous hometown of Calabasas. Had she launched it a decade earlier, likely the private equity investors behind it would have suggested a vodka instead, much like P. Diddy's Ciroc. Clooney, McGregor, and Jenner all did the same thing with these brands. They successfully bottled their personalities, utilizing the same marketing skills that got them famous in the first place.
2 days away from the biggest fight of my life, so I'll only drink half the bottle.
That's the tea.
The tea.
That's
Tequila.
Tequila.
None of these celebrities had alcohol making experience, and while Clooney's story of Casamigos comes from a genuine passion of the alcohol, McGregor, Jenner, and most other celebrity alcohol brands were likely not even their idea, but from private equity investors capitalizing on their marketable personas. There are thousands of products celebrities could choose from to launch a business, but why does it seem alcohol is always the first choice? Well, it's pretty simple. You don't really have to do anything. You just need money and a good personal brand. Virtually zero celebrity alcohol brands are started from the ground up. They merely bought or worked with an already existing brand, then relabeled and expanded. There's no need to work on refining a product, and every dollar invested goes straight to marketing and growth. Celebrity alcohol has mass appeal, as those that are fans of the celebrity behind it will select their brand over the competitors, and those unaware won't be any less inclined to purchase it, unlike other celebrity products that often fails to sell beyond its fan base. Obviously, there are products that have reached incredible success relying on mostly just a singular dedicated fan base, such as Kanye West footwear brand Yeezy, but that also relies on exclusivity. Sneakerheads, in comparison to casual alcohol drinkers, have incredible passion, and shoes, even to an untrained eye, is pretty easy to tell the difference between brands. While shoe preference is undeniably subjective, there's a clear overarching culture that favors certain designs over another. There's practical reasons for comfort and performance, but there's also a fashion trend behind it, such as streetwear. Now, what about alcohol? Many have a favorite drink and maybe even a go-to brand. There's absolutely a culture behind each type of drink, there's generally accepted social rules for drinking, and people often decipher the energy of a night out based on what their friends decide to drink. What isn't clear to most people is how to properly distinguish between brands of the same alcohol. Casual drinkers could tell the difference between gin, vodka, and tequila, but if you blind tested them to match the brand of each drink in the same category, it's unlikely anyone will get it right. Why is that? Studies have proven, and few care to admit, that our sense of taste isn't nearly as refined as you might think. It's pretty easy to test for yourself. Take 5 brands of your favorite kind of soda and compare them in a blind taste test. Taste is also heavily defined through our other senses, such as sight and smell. Ever see someone eat something they don't like? They often plug their nose and much of the taste goes away. Brands manipulate your other senses to think theirs tastes better. This concept is known as sensation transference, that our perception of a product's quality is often influenced by external factors like its packaging and brand, which transfer into what we perceive as our direct perception alone.
It's a scam. He scammed you.
While celebrities have always been endorsing products, we're starting to see more celebrities use this concept on products that they have direct ownership of. Most notably with celebrity coffee brands such as Hugh Jackman's Laughing Man coffee and Chamberlain coffee from YouTuber Emma Chamberlain. Drinking for most people is a social activity. Well, hopefully it is. Naturally, in social settings, people attempt to persuade others that they're cool, fun, trendy, or just a better version of themselves. Humans are natural imitators, and therefore many gravitate towards embodying those that they respect and idolize. Celebrities are some of the easiest sources for imitation. Think of all the people that drank a vodka martini because James Bond did, or an old-fashioned because of Don Draper and Mad Men. People want to emulate these characters or celebrities and can do so by drinking the same thing. So maybe you're a sophisticated gentleman who just wants to share a drink with a few good friends. Or you're the guy that wants to drink like the Fighting Irish. Who knows, you might even want to get white girl wasted like they do in the Valley. These celebrities all have an image to sell you. It wasn't really the alcohol that you bought, but their caricature in a bottle. So when the bartender asks you what you want to drink, what they might really be asking is, who are you? Or who do you think you are?